For today's video, we got some more Fortnite, and in this one I'm going to be showing some Hazard the 13th gameplay. For those who don't know, he's a controller type of constructor, which means he specializes in the Decoy. And I know his name says Hazard, but we all know it's Kyle. Stop trying to pretend like you're Hazard, Kyle. Kyle. Anyways, I'm not sure what game mode we're going to be playing. I haven't gotten the gameplay yet, but before we get into the gameplay, I do want to quickly go over his perks and bonuses. His support squad bonus is going to increase your maximum health by 20%. And when it comes to the perks, like I said earlier, he specializes in the Decoy, but the three different skills that he has are Decoy, Base, and Bull Rush. So those are his three different abilities. As you can see here, we have a perk that's going to make the Decoy last 3 seconds longer and gives the Decoy 25% more health. We also have Kinetic Overload, which is going to make critical hits with hardware melee weapons trigger a kinetic overload, which is going to deal additional damage and knockback to the target, and it can trigger once every 6 seconds. So with that being said, one of the weapons you're going to want to use if you're playing as Hazard is a hardware weapon, and I'm going to show you the weapon we're going to be using. There's another perk that's going to reflect melee damage whenever enemies try to attack your Decoy, and there's another perk that's going to reduce the cooldown of Decoy from 1 minute to 45 seconds. And for those who don't know, if your Decoy doesn't get destroyed, it'll live for 15 seconds, which means if you already reduced the cooldown from 60 to 45 seconds, and if the Decoy lives its full potential life, which is 15 seconds, you'll only have to wait 30 seconds before you can get another Decoy, because that 45-second cooldown for another Decoy starts as soon as you use your first Decoy. There's also another perk, and I think this one is a really good perk, that increases Decoy enemy attract radius by 1.5 tiles. We also have Firewall, which is going to reflect 25% of the damage taken by the constructor's shield. And we also have the final perk unlocked, which is going to make your Decoy explode whenever it's destroyed or expires. So there's a couple ways our Decoy can do damage. Whenever it gets destroyed or expires, it's going to do damage. And whenever enemies try to melee it, it's going to reflect some of that damage back onto those enemies. And as for the loadouts, we're going to have the Lambarai in our support slot to make our Decoy do a little bit more damage. And we also have Sarah Hotep in our tactical slot, so we can get that Bloody Bull tactical squad bonus. And that's just going to help our Bull Rush do a little bit more damage. So that's how we have our squad bonuses set up. And the last thing I wanted to go over was one of the weapons we're going to be using. Like I said, Hazard has Kinetic Overload, which means you're probably going to use a hardware weapon when it comes to your melee weapons. The one we're going to be using is the Pulverizer, which came out with the Survive the Storm update. And as you can see here, it has a pretty decent roll on it, so that's the weapon we plan on using in the gameplay. I did finally get the Jacket Launcher and the Gravedigger, but I don't have those fully unlocked yet, so we'll save those for another video. So yeah, with that being said, I think we'll go ahead and try to get some gameplay. I hope y'all enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Alright, so as you can see, there's only 2 types of missions available in Hexylvania at the moment, and although our Decoy could be useful in rescue the survivors, I feel like we would get some better gameplay if we did ride the lightning. And look, this is a perfect example of when you can use it. Now we can focus on hitting our pinata. Don't have to worry about them over there. There we go. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to point out is look how big the radius is. Like, look how much area it covers. So any enemy that comes within this circle is gonna get attracted to our Decoy. Another thing I think works well with the Decoy that we forgot to do is to equip proximity mines, because you can control where the husks are going when you use your Decoy. And as I'm sure y'all noticed, Hazard the 13th doesn't have plasma grenades, but you can still equip proximity mines in your gadgets. And if you get a lot of them to get close to your Decoy, just place a proximity mine next to them and you can blow them all up that way. Alright, here we go. We're only going to be using the Pulverizer. Let's go ahead and call in our Decoy. Did some pretty decent damage there. Alright, we have a Smasher coming up. There he is. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There we go. Let's try to get this guy. Playing baseball with Husk. We're using them as baseballs. Let's go ahead and kill them. Let's go ahead and call in our decoy. And like I said, it gives you more time so you can rebuild your stuff. Anyways, let's get back to using the pulverizer. There we go. We got another smasher. And I believe the decoy also works for smashers as well. We'll try to test that out here in a second. If we can get another one to spawn in. I was wanting him to charge at me so I could use my bull rush, but evidently he didn't want to. If you have at least 3 Hazard the 13th in your team, you could theoretically control what the Husks are doing the entire time, assuming of course the Husks don't destroy any of your decoys. And if for any reason you think the Husk might destroy one of your decoys, you can have a 4th person playing as Hazard the 13th as well, and just spend the entire time spamming your decoys in order. And yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see a team full of Hazard the 13th spamming their decoys in order. That way they can control what the Husks are doing the entire time. And here's the heavy attack for the pulverizer. I tried to do it earlier, but I think the smasher pushed us. Hopefully we get some more smashers there in the second wave.
Flip the switch when you're ready. Check your map for updated storm info. Activate final launch sequence when you're ready.
It also distracts lobbers, which is a good thing.
We've got a bonus in play.
It should kill the lobber. Yep, kills the lobber as well. Looks like most of the enemies are spawning over here. Here we go. We got another smasher. Hopefully he charges at us. Nope. Teammates are killing him. You know, we may try to do a mission after this where we just solo it. I was going to try to solo it before this, but I forgot to turn my privacy settings. Alright, let's go ahead and use our decoy. Another thing I like to do with decoy, it gives me a chance to look somewhere else, make sure we're not getting overrun somewhere else. There's another smasher. Oh, elemental smasher. So I'm assuming that guy had the decoy as well. Let's go ahead and use ours over here. You can also use your bull rush. When you see a bunch of enemies get close to your decoy, you can bull rush multiple enemies. Oh, there's another smasher. Teammates are gonna kill him. That was bad timing on our part. But yeah, since these waves are only 3 minutes each, I think we're gonna do one more Ride the Lightning mission, and this time we'll do it solo, I think. Alright, so we got another smasher over here. Let's go ahead and try to distract him with our decoy. Alright, so it looks like it did distract the smasher as well. Our pulverizer knocks him back as well, which is good. Let's go ahead and take him out. There we go. So evidently you can run in water with your bull rush as well. Really useful when you need to get out of sticky situations. But yeah, that about sums up the first gameplay. I think we'll go ahead and do another one real quick. But this time we'll do it solo. I think what I'm going to do is just skip the whole building part and just get straight to the 2 waves where we have to defend. We're also going to be using a proximity mine as well because I think it works well with the Hazard the 13th hero. Alright, so I'm done building around the van. And like I said, we're going to be doing this solo. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to use my melee weapon as much as possible, but if we end up getting overrun, then what I think I may do is just use my rockets. And I actually didn't know the enemies were going to be coming up this hill. So we'll try to fix that before the next wave. And in fact, we can try to fix it now. All we have to do is put up some layers right there. Maybe put a wall launcher on it. Is that a smasher? Sounds like a smasher. Let's see if we can put. Oh, nope. Alright, well, we got him. We're good. Let's go ahead and put our wall launcher on here and upgrade it. Another thing we're going to do as soon as he gets up here, we're going to lay down some proximity mines. See if we can knock him off. I want to knock him off. Oh, there we go. Almost. We almost got him. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to distract him. And while he's distracted, we can rebuild this and push him back over. Beautiful. So everything's going good for the most part. Beautiful. I think we have another smasher down here. Let's go lay down some proximity mines. There we go. Finish him off with our pulverizer. There we go. Beautiful. We only got 30 seconds left. I think we're good on this one. Let's go ahead and distract them down there. See if we can knock him off. Oh! Oh my goodness. Something just happened. Here we go. Get some new freeze trap action right there. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, well I think we got to get one more blue glow. Let's go ahead and get this one over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. And this will probably be the last one for this video. I know it's getting kind of long.
Activate final launch sequence when you're ready.
Let's go ahead and call this in first. Another good use you could use the decoy for is when you're trying to play as a medic. If somebody goes down, just call in your decoy near their dead body. So if any enemies get close to them while you're trying to heal them, they'll get distracted by your decoy. So let's go ahead and put up a wall right here just to slow them down a little bit. Oh, I did not mean to use my rocket launcher. Video ruined. Everybody dislike. Now that was a complete accident. My bad, fellas. Let's go ahead and take this one. You know what? Let's distract her, make her come over here. And we have a taker. If a taker ever runs towards you, right now he's distracted. And he's not taking any damage because whenever he does melee damage, he heals himself. If you see one coming towards you, use your bull rush and get rid of him just like that. So let's go ahead and run back up here, see what's going on up here. Hopefully they haven't busted in yet. Everything looks good so far. Looks like they're about to break through over here. I really love the pulverizer though. It's one of my favorite melee weapons. See if we can knock him off too. Yep, beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's try something here. We're gonna try something. We're experimenting. Oh, okay, we can't use it on the edge. Okay. I was gonna try and make them run off the edge. Let's go ahead and distract them while they're down here. Come up here and see how they're doing up here. Are there any close to the van? Nope. I think we're doing pretty good, fellas. Doing pretty good. Not seeing any smashers this time either, which makes things a little bit easier. But you can also use the bull rush against the smashers as well. Let's go ahead and repair that. Oh, we got another one. Our traps killed him though. Alright, looks like they did do some damage to our van. I think the lobbers did damage. Let's go ahead and try to rebuild up there as much as we can. Did a little bit of damage. It's alright though. Just try to keep that rebuilt for now. Uh-oh. Oh, they're really doing damage to it. Let's go ahead and walk over here. Let's see if we can distract them for a little bit.
You have been tracked.
Oh man. Lots of frozen husk over here. 38 seconds left. We can do this. We can do it, fellas. We're just going to jump back up here though, make sure the lobbers aren't destroying our van. The last 30 seconds. Yeah, I think we're good. Sure, everything over here looks good. Yep. I think we're good, fellas. I think we did it. Anyways, let me know in the comments what y'all think about Hazard the 13th. Honestly, I think he's quickly becoming one of my favorite heroes. Because as y'all know, I play with constructors, so definitely one of my favorite heroes in the Halloween update. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.